Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Life with Goretti. Enjoy. So guys, I'm going to the market on Sunday. Yeah, today is Sunday. Check me out. This is the makeup I even carried to church, see? So I'm even sweating safe. Yeah, we are trying to get full. Oh, yeah, Jerome. As you guys can see, the market is scanty. Like today is Sunday, so no much traders. So yeah. How much be onion? How much you want buy? How much? 100 naira. I'll be sharing with you guys my childhood memory. So relax and enjoy my funny gist. Yeah. So guys, like my childhood was actually very interesting, funny, sad. Yes, yeah, obviously sad. Why? Okay, let me start the story. So guys, the sad aspect, then in elementary there was this my not, I wouldn't say my friend, there was this my seatmate. I think her name, like her name should be, I've forgotten her name. There was this my seatmate, I've forgotten her name, I think Oluchi or so, I don't know. But this girl really showed me hell. Like then I wasn't this kind of person that I don't just talk to, I don't talk to people, I don't do back. I was just there. If you slap me, I won't even react. Like I was just that dog girl. Like I wasn't like active. You can actually do me anyhow. Like then. And okay, so this girl, I think she took advantage of me being dull and not being active and other vibrant and stuff like that. Okay, there was this very day, like the very annoying one that I can never forget to date. There was this day that, okay, my teacher gave us classwork to do that particular day because she finished teaching. So actually, okay, I was like, pencil, we make use of pencil, so as I was using my pencil to obviously do the assignments. There was this the girls that was my seatmate Oluchi. Her pencil happened to, like, the mouth now happened to break at that same time. So what this girl did was just to collect my own pencil. I couldn't even shout, I couldn't even cry. I was just confused. I was just looking at her, like. And this girl, anytime I come to school with a new stuff, she normally collects everything. She literally collects all my new, like my color, we call it crayon, but yeah, okay. Then there was even this time, like
then my dad, obviously, now he was into this. He's a lecturer, so he usually buys pencil and colors, erasers, and different the school materials. So anytime I come to school with a new one, she collects it from me, and I won't talk to her, or rather I won't say anything. So she collected my own. Not like she even said, please can I make use of a pencil, something like that. She just literally collected the pencil, snatched the pencil from me and started using it. So when the teacher found that, like, the teacher saw me, I wasn't writing, obviously, because that was the only pencil I came to school with on that very day. So when the teacher saw me, I was not writing, she was just like, why not writing? And I couldn't come up with any reasonable answer. So that was when she asked me to come out. She knelt me down and she actually flogged me. Yeah, I received some stroke of her cane that very day because of my seatmates. So that was it. And okay, during my elementary school days, it wasn't really fun. Okay, that's my sad one though. Okay, there was this experience that we had, then until my parents started to change the school for me, and I actually went to a new school. Yeah, and I actually went to a new school. So there, it wasn't really boring. It wasn't right for me. Like, I actually missed with people. I got to meet some friends. So that was, guys. That was when there was then in my primary school, like elementary school. There was, I think should be primary 3 or so. Like, I was in another school. I was enrolled into a new school. So I think that was where I started. Okay, I became a writer. Yes, I became a letter writer because as of then I had everybody was just my friend. Like, everybody was just my friend, seriously. Like, it was actually, that was when I started getting a little bit of fun, having a little bit of fun in school. So then I was this letter writer. There was this couple, Esther and Ekene. Ekene is a guy, then Esther is a girl. So they were you can imagine, then in primary school, elementary school, then, okay, Esther and Ekene, they were dating. I can't remember his English name, for the guy, the Ekene guy. I can't remember his English name, but we call him Ekene. So they were actually dating. Can imagine, how old were we then? They were actually doing all these relationship stuff, seriously. So, and anytime Ekene wants to write a letter to Esther, he would meet me. Yeah, he would meet me, and then once you see Ekene's seat, you've seen mine. So maybe that was why we were that close in primary school, in elementary school, because I was his letter writer. Anytime he wanted to send a message across to Esther, I would obviously be the one to write down the stuff. So I was doing that. And how we used to do it is, obviously the teacher would be teaching. So what we would do is, Ekene would tear out a piece of paper and give it to me. I would collect it, and he would tell me what he wants me to write, whisper, so the teacher will not hear us or punish us. So that was it. Once I collect it from him and he tells me what he wants to write, what he wants the girl to know, and you see me write, I'll be writing so that the teacher will not notice. All this elementary school love stuff now, it pass this thing, pass how are you doing fine, I like you, seriously, yes, we actually did this dirty stuff. I didn't do it, but people around me, my friends, they actually did this dirty stuff. Yeah, seriously, primary school. Yeah, you can imagine. You can imagine at that level, elementary school, doing love, seriously. Okay, and okay, how Esther will read it or how I'll give it to Esther is sometimes I'll not excuse myself from the class, go to there's this place we keep our lunch bags or lunch box, like we keep our lunch box or lunch bags there. So when I go there, obviously I know Esther's lunch bag or lunch box, and I put the letter, like I'll fold it, then put it into her lunch box, then come back to the class. Like then come back to the class. Then later on, Esther will still excuse herself, go out, go to the food, go to where we keep our maybe we call it store. Yeah, we call it store there in school. Then she will go to that place and carry her, then check her her food bag or food box or lunch box, anyone. But once she checks it, she will sit now, because we've already given her sign in the class. So she will read. So she will write her own. When she comes in, she will write her own. She will pass it to me, or sometimes she passes it directly to the guy. Like seriously, it was really, really mad. Like that experience alone was like mad. Can you imagine? So like I think we went, that was going on, and it was becoming very serious. Like everybody in my class, we were doing that letter writing, telling each other how we loved them and love and stuff like that. Until the information now got to our headmistress. Yeah, headmistress now got to our headmistress. So she now visited our class. Like then in primary school, she now visited our class. She was not asking us. Yeah, I like she was not talking to us and stuff like that. But it did not end there. It did not end there. And there was even this time, Ekene and this thing. Ekene and another guy. What was that his name? I can't remember his name. They were dragging for Esther. See, like they were dragging. Like after school, they will have this quarrel, and when we will not know about when we will not hear the gist, will be the next day. The next day, maybe after morning, after assembly, then we will not hear about the gist, about the fight or quarrel between the guy and Ekene about like over the Esther of the girl. It wasn't a small issue, seriously. Like that alone was really, 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 really fun. So I think there was this time, and another thing I meant another thing I meant elementary like fun was actually our excursion. Yeah, I think 2 or 3 times. One was a museum. The second one, we actually got to see all this. You know how museum is now. The second place we went to was Nigerian bottling company. Yeah, Nigerian bottling company. That was the second place we went to. And and let me tell you people, the visit was actually very, very fun. We played, we had fun. What we actually enjoyed most was the drink. They gave us that very day, because how we actually passed different, even how they produce their big ever bottle water, how they produce their from one tiny, I can't really describe it, from one tiny stuff bottle to one big, I don't just know how they do it, but that was what we were opportunity to see on that very day. And sweetest part is everybody will dress, make their hair, make sure they're looking okay, their socks very clean, their shoe polished, like well polished. Like seriously, I really enjoyed going on excursions there. I think the third excursion that we had to go for, I think that was when I actually finished. Yeah, I think that was when I actually came out from the school. Yeah, that was when I finished that section. That was when I entered. That was when I was writing what's it called again? Writing entrance exam. So I wasn't able to go for I wasn't able to join them for the third excursion I was trying. So that was jeez. So it was fun. Nothing is stealing, guys. I don't know if you stole. The funny part of it is that I never stole or took anything. I never stole Yeah, I never stole or took anything in my own father's house, seriously. Yeah, I never did, like, I didn't take anything, or I didn't take what does not belong to me, what does not belong to me in my father's house. That's the funny part of it. But I did outside, you can imagine. But I did outside. I just don't know why. Like, me, obviously now, who did not take meat from the mom's or the mother's pot? Like, I did that one. I did that one too much, like excess. I did that one too much. Like, to an extent that if meat should be missed, it's me. Obviously, it's me that carried it. So that was just how it was then. That's how childhood was. So, and okay, growing up, seriously, growing up, I actually had these street parents. Yeah, my parents, they were actually strict. Yeah, they were very, 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 very strict. Yeah, yeah, they were very, very strict. So when I see children of nowadays, like, going around playing, cheering up, mixing, having fun with friends, I never experienced any of that. I was this girl that stays at home. Like, once school closes, closes, go straight to your father's house. Sometimes that my mom will come to carry us. Sometimes my senior sister will come to carry me. Yeah, will come to carry me. Then straight to the house. I'm not going to any other place. And once you reach the house, remove your school uniform, you wash. Yeah, I started doing all this this ironing of my school uniform, washing my school uniform myself, like when I was little. Like when I was in elementary school. Yeah, I do wash my uniform myself, have my bath myself, or take my bath myself. So all these things. Then I think then I was still washing plates in my father's house. Yeah, I was washing plates in my father's house. So all these things now can actually explain my childhood in 3 ways, and that are happy, sad, and fun. Yeah, that's the 3 ways I will use to explain what my childhood was like. Yeah. So, and I can even remember, like, growing up with a street parents, you obviously you won't be free to do some certain things. Like, you would always know when you should stop and when you should start. So that's just one of the stuff involved in having a street people, or growing under street people, or parents. So that was it. And then in high school, there was this time in high school, during break, after break period, you shouldn't actually come out from your classroom. You should actually remain in your classroom to dismissal time. So on that day, guys, I actually like, I went after the break period. I actually went, but it was just that, how time for break period will be over around 1:20, and I'm going out around 1:18. So that was what happened. I went out late to get stuff, to get snacks. Yeah, then in high school. And I happened to be flogged by this man. I don't know his name, I can't remember his name. So obviously it actually gave me a big injury. Yeah, it gave me a big injury. And when I went home, guys, you not believe what happened. When I went home on that very day, my mom was just like, okay, it happened that her senior sister was around on that day. So she was the one that saw the injury. She was like, what happened now? What happened? And I told her. She now told my mom, her sister. So when she now told my mom was just like, yes, I deserve it and stuff like that. I didn't say anything, obviously, like, now. So the next day also is school day now. I prepared. I was the last person to leave the house on that very day. And I was the last person to leave the house that very day. Like, I was the last person in the house with my with my mom. So when I think my mom was just like I should wait for her, so that we can go together, so that she can drop me off, then at the same time go to her workplace. So I didn't really reason it. Obviously, I actually waited for her since I've already gone late to school or for school. I waited for her and we actually started going. This woman, when we got to the school, I thought that normally she would just drop me and continue find her way. But she did not do it. She did not do it. I don't know what she did. She followed me into the school compound. Now asked me who was the teacher, the guy that flogged me now. And I showed her the guy that actually flogged me. Can you imagine what happened? Like, guess what? This woman, like, I thought my mom was coming to side me to fight for her daughter. I didn't know that she actually wanted to like congratulate the man for flogging me, telling the man that I deserved it. I'm very, very stubborn. Like that day, I was like, Jesus, like just from this story now that I just gave you guys, now you should know how strict my parents was now. Like they were, like especially my mom, she was actually very, very strict. And there was this time growing up, we've always wanted to have our own television. We've always wanted to have our own television in our room. So, and obviously my dad actually granted that our wish, or rather our want or need, I don't know. Yeah, he actually granted by giving us a mini, we had a mini TV in our room, like then when we were little. And we actually had this what's it called again? We actually had this DVD sets in my room, which we can use to watch any movie we want to watch. But what happened, guys? So I don't know. So my mom, she actually started every morning like this. Before we go to school, we watch like one episode in a movie. You can imagine people that have many things to do. So I think that's actually. So that was how childhood was like for me. Like it wasn't really fun. It was a big injury. It gave me a big injury. And when I went home, guys, you not believe what happened. When I went home on that very day, my mom was just like, okay. It happened that her senior sister was around on that day. So she was the one that saw the injury. She was like, what happened now? What happened? And I told her. She now told my mom, her sister. So when she now told my mom was just like, yes, I deserve it and stuff like that. I didn't say anything, obviously, like now. So the next day also a school day now. I prepared. I was the last person to leave the house on that very day. And I was the last person to leave the house that very day. Like I was the last person in the house with my mom. So when I think my mom was just like I should wait for her, so that we can go together, so that she can drop me off, then at the same time go to her workplace. So I didn't really reason it. Obviously, I actually waited for her since I've already gone late to school or for school. I waited for her and we actually started going. This woman, when we got to the school, I thought that normally she would just drop me and continue find her way. But she did not do it. She did not do it. I don't know what she did. She followed me into the school compound. Now asked me who was the teacher, the guy that flogged me now. And I showed her the guy that actually flogged me. Can you imagine what happened? Like, guess what? This woman, like, I thought my mom was coming to side me to fight for her daughter. I didn't know that she actually wanted to like congratulate the man for flogging me, telling the man that I deserved it. I'm very, very stubborn. like that day, I was like, gee, I'm like, Jesus, like, like just from this story now that I just gave you guys, now you should know how strict my parents was now. Like they were, like especially my mom, she was actually very, very strict. And there was this time growing up, we've always wanted to have our own television. Yeah, we've always wanted to have our own television in our room. Yeah, in our room. So, and obviously my dad actually granted that our wish, or rather our want or need, I don't know. Yeah, he actually granted by giving us a mini, we had a mini TV in our room, like then when we were little. And we actually had this what's it called again? We actually had this DVD sets in my room, which we can use to watch any movie we want to watch. But what happened, guys? So I don't know. So my mom, she actually started every morning like this. Before we go to school, we watch like one episode in a movie. You can imagine people that have many things to do. So I think that's actually. So that was how childhood was like for me. Like it wasn't really fun. I actually had this crush in primary school. Daniel was his name. Daniel is his name. Daniel was this fair half caste guy. I don't know about him now, but then he was my crush. Like I really liked him. You know how I don't know. I had this love for this half caste. This guy, he was very, very handsome. Yeah, he was very, very handsome, like with his curly hair. You know how you know how in the video, like with that his curly hair. So he was actually very, very handsome. He was a handsome child, And so I had a crush for him. Yeah, I actually had a crush on him. But he was all this kind of people that they don't relate to other students. You know how they behave. They just stay on their own lane. They don't try to like talk or interact with people. I know now for me hard there. No be now it start though. You don't tell. I was still on my own, no, just like you know how crush now. But you know how no be today this hard girl thing start to. You know now I wouldn't go and tell him, or you know how child when they like someone they will start going like they will want to like start mingling with that person and stuff like that. Yeah, that's how children are. They would love to like have one or two, stay together, play with like playing. You know how it used to be. That's how child or children friendship are like. So I never did that because I felt like no, it would be too much. I wanted the child, or rather I wanted the guy to notice me. But did he? He did not. He did not notice me because and funny enough, he actually didn't relate to anybody in my class because like half caste, he was just doing his own thing on his own way. And then you see children that will actually look for his trouble. You actually see some of my classmates that will look for his trouble because you know how they look he looked so different. Like it was obvious that he was not he was on half caste, or if you don't even know that he was on half caste, you feel like he's not a Nigerian and stuff like that. So, and you know children now they will actually be looking for his trouble, and he will just be looking. He doesn't talk. He's just there, quiet, calm, like me. Like me. So that was how he was. That was how my crush was. My crush, we never really spoke. We didn't play together. From my primary school, or rather elementary school crush. So another experience I had then in elementary school was stealing. I don't know if you guys stole like when you guys are little. I don't know, but I don't. Another experience that I had like then was, you see all this money you must buy, your parents to buy gala, your parents to buy bobo, you want to buy this one. There was okay, then my parents actually, okay, then my parents really loved buying bobo. Yeah, there's this small drink that they call bobo. You guys know what I'm talking about. There's this drink that they call bobo, and sometimes Capri. And there's this bobo, I think they had the one of orange and the one of, I don't know the other flavor. Yeah, I don't know the other flavor, like, but I really hated the orange, like the orange one. So anytime they buy it for me, I don't take it, I leave it. It's either I give it to someone or I just go home with it. I just go back home with it because I didn't like it. I only eat my biscuits, eat my food, then I leave the bowl. I didn't like it. Yeah, and I don't know why my parents now made it a point of duty to be buying that orange bubble for me. I don't just know why. Maybe you know how people, like, when they are still a kid, they want you to like love everything. They don't want you to like start having the one you hate. They don't want you to start doing something like, they don't want you to start having or doing like, I like this one and I don't like this one. So that was how it was. Like anytime I go to school, that I don't drink it. I just go back. Even if I might like take a little from I might like sleep. I might like drink a little, but I don't finish because I wasn't a fan of that one. I didn't like it. So that was it. And another thing I hated like then was Indomie. I didn't like Indomie, and that was when like cheese. Like then I hated Indomie with, so I hated noodles. I hated noodles with like too much in it. I had this very, very great hatred for noodles. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it. I like all types, be it super pack, be it tummy, be it dankote, golden penny. I hated all with passion. Yeah, that was another thing I know I hated when I was growing up. Yeah, and another thing I hated was stew. I hated eating stew, and I hated eating stew and rice and stew. I don't just know why. I had this great hatred for it. Yeah, I had this great hatred for it. I just didn't like it. And another thing I hated was fruits. You see, pawpaw. I didn't like pawpaw at all. I hated pineapple because it's I don't know. It tastes, when after licking it, I get this this awful taste like on my tongue. So I hated pineapple. So that was another thing I hated. So what else did I hate? Yeah, obviously I hated beans. But I don't just know why. Anything that you feel like you hate, that's when my parents, they will now start doing it. I hated beans with passion. Not just me, all my siblings, we actually hated beans. So the only part that we actually loved eating was the burnt side. That's the last side of the beans. Like when the stuff must have burnt, it will not be like scraping it. That was the only part we actually liked eating in beans. So that was, I think these are just the only things I hated. I put at all. I didn't like it. I like all types, be it super pack, be it tummy, be it dankote, golden penny. I hated all with passion. Yeah, that was another thing I know I hated when I was growing up. Yeah, and another thing I hated was stew. I hated eating stew, and I hated eating stew and rice and stew. I don't just know why. I had this great hatred for it. Yeah, I had this great hatred for it. I just didn't like it. And another thing I hated was fruits. You see, pawpaw. I didn't like pawpaw at all. I hated pineapple because it's I don't know. It tastes, when after licking it, I get this this awful taste like on my tongue. So I hated pineapple. So that was another thing I hated. So what else did I hate? Yeah, obviously I hated bees. But and I don't just know why. Anything like you feel like you hate, that's when my parents, they will now start doing it. I hated beans with passion, not just me. All my siblings, we actually hated beans. So the only part that we actually loved eating was the burnt side. That's the last side of the beans. Like when the stuff must have burnt, it will not be like scraping it. That was the only part you actually liked eating in beans. So that was, I think these are just the only things I hated. If you actually want to take us to school, you must buy snacks. Like there must be biscuits or gala. Yeah, there must be 2 gala. Yeah, 2 gala, of course. There must be 2 gala and one, drink, maybe Capri Sun or this thing. What's called again? Bobo. The one I like, or Bobo. Like, yeah, Bobo now. Is it that Capri Sun or Bobo? You see these 2 drinks. I didn't just play with them like growing up. I didn't just play with them. If you're not buying, if you don't buy it, one, I will cry until you buy it. Like at some time, my parents, they actually had it, they started like, yeah, they actually had to like leave me even if I cry. So like it goes to a point that even if I cry for the stuff like the snacks and stuff like that, they won't still give it to me because they just wanted me to like stop that. They just want, I don't know, they won't still give it to me, maybe because they just wanted me to like I don't know. And then in primary school, can look for trouble. There was these people I was always looking for their trouble anywhere I see them. There was these children that had dreads. Yeah, they had dreadlocks, like naturally. We are born with it. I think, yeah, that's what we said, we are born with it. They had natural dreadlocks. So, and they come to school with what's it called again? With cap, like they cover their hair. Why? Because people, obviously now, we use it to like we actually made them feel like they are not humans and stuff like that. And sometimes I still regret that, but then we're a kid now, we can't do anything about it. Yeah. So that was it. So anytime I see those kids, I will just go and pull out their cap. Obviously now you see them, they will get pissed, but you cannot do anything. Like, not just me, I didn't just do them, just actually tortured by other students and stuff like that. So that was just it. Yeah, I actually bullied somebody. Yeah, that was bullies. I actually bullied somebody, and somebody actually bullied the hell out of me. Yeah, out of me. So that was just it. So another one was like then my childhood memory. Okay, another thing I can never forget is my mom always trying to squeeze me into a very tiny spot or space anytime you want to go out. And like I think when my mom stopped, like anytime my mom wants to enter like public transport to anywhere, obviously she wants to carry me now. And anytime she carries me on her butt, if you do anyhow, she'll tell you, oh, stand up. You stand up to you reach or we reach, or she reaches anywhere she wants to go to, or rather anywhere we are going to. That's how she was, or that's how she was, my sister. Or actually had many this thing. Actually had many many experiences in school, not just one school, like 2 and 3 schools itself. Like in secondary, okay, then back then in elementary school, then there was this girl, her name is Clara. This girl can sleep for Africa. This girl can sleep for Africa. Like I can remember almost every time they actually asking this girl to like stand up, because normally now if teachers should find you sleepy, obviously you will stand up. So that was how it was, like every day. And her own is once the teacher should start teaching piano, she's sleeping. So that was just one thing. That was just one of her this thing. I don't just know. Me, I just don't know. Seriously, that was just part of how. Like, I can remember literally almost every day they were like telling her to stand up. I don't just know. I don't just know. Okay, so one day I now asked her, Clara, why is that you always sleep? Like, anytime teacher enters to talk or to say something, Clara is sleeping. She was like, yes, that the parents don't really like allow her to sleep. Like, she sleeps but late. And she's the first child, a girl, so she has to do some certain things before going to bed and stuff like that. It's okay, no one. I think there was even this that she even told me about her parents, this misunderstanding. They quarrel, they had, they fight, they were shouting. That child's mentality. She was just talking about it, and so. And this girl, she was actually very, very, like, she was very, very scared of her. She's very, very scared of her parents. Like, very, like, as of there, she was actually very, very scared of her parents. So that's it though. Actually had many this thing. Actually had many many experiences in school, not just one school, like two and the three schools itself. Like the second, okay, then back then in elementary school, then there was this girl, her name is Clara. This girl can sleep for Africa. This girl can sleep for Africa. Like, I can remember almost every time they actually asking this girl to like stand up, because normally now if teachers should find you sleepy, obviously you stand up. So that was how it was, like, every day. And her own is once the teacher should start teaching, she's sleeping. So that was just one thing. That was just one of her this thing. I don't just know. Me, I just don't know. Seriously, that was just part of how. Like, I can remember literally almost every day they were like telling her to stand up. I don't just know. Okay, so one day I now asked her, Clara, why is that you always sleep? Like, anytime teacher enters to talk or to say something, Clara is sleeping. She was like, yes, that the parents don't really like allow her to sleep. Like, she sleeps but late. And she's the first child, a girl, so she has to do some certain things before going to bed and stuff like that. It's okay, no one. I think there was even this that she even told me about her parents, this misunderstanding. They quarrel, they had, they fight, they were shouting. That child's mentality. She was just talking about it, and so. And this girl, she was actually very, very, like, she was very, very scared of her. She's very, very scared of her parents. Like, very, like, as of there, she was actually very, very scared of her parents. So that's it though. Actually had many this thing. Actually had many many experiences in school, not just one school, like two and the three schools itself. Like the second, okay, then back then in elementary school, then there was this girl, her name is Clara. This girl can sleep for Africa. This girl can sleep for Africa. Like, I can remember almost every time they actually asking this girl to like stand up, because normally now if teachers should find you sleepy, obviously you stand up. So that was how it was, like, every day. And her own is once the teacher should start teaching, she's sleeping. So that was just one thing. That was just one of her this thing, you know. I don't just know. Me, I just don't know. Seriously, that was just part of how. Like I can remember literally almost every day they were like telling her to stand up. I don't just know. I don't just know. Okay, so one day I now asked her, "Ha, Clara, why is that you always sleep? Like anytime teacher enters to talk or to say something, Clara is sleepy." She was like, "Yes, that the parents don't really like allow her to sleep. Like she sleeps but late. And she's the first child, a girl, so she has to do some certain things before going to bed and stuff like that." It's okay, no one. I think there was even this that she even told me about her parents, this misunderstanding. They quarrel, they had, they fight, they were shouting. You know that child's mentality. She was just talking about it, and you know. So and this girl, she was actually very like she was very scared of her. She's very scared of her parents. Like very like as of there, she was actually very scared of her parents. So that's it though.